Great. Thanks for joining us today. My name's Ryan Leopold. I'm a loan originator for the last 15 years, and I'm also a partner at Mortgage Mapp. And today we're going to talk about something that's crucial to all of our businesses, which is engagement and marketing and engagement to our clients and our partners. I've been in this for 15 years, and I feel when I look back on it, I've been in a refinance boom. We've been in a refi boom for at least 15 years. And really all I'm getting at is, when it comes to engagement and staying top of mind with our clients, with our database, it was really simple when we're able to simply call up a client, let them know, hey, interest rates went down again. We can save you what point on our interest rate, save $300 a month. Hey, how's everything going? Let's get her done, and you can move on. So it was really easy to not only fill our pipelines with new business, but it was also easy to stay top of mind and engaged. So all our other marketing efforts that we did were great, but that phone call was just an easy phone call to make. As interest rates go higher and people don't really have the need to refinance, that extra phone call becomes a little less sticky, and there's not really a lot of value other than checking in with our clients to reach out to them. Let's look at marketing in general, and I've pretty much over 15 years done everything when it comes to a marketing perspective. But over the last 6 to 12 months, I had to look at my marketing objectives in a different way and really come to some tough realities of what happens with my marketing. And I don't think these things are bad to do, and I continue to do them, but we just need to face the reality. Newsletters are just simply looked at as junk mail. I mean, I checked my mail yesterday, and literally 80% of what came in the mail was junk. And I get newsletters from my realtors that I work with. I get newsletters from my dentist, from my chiropractor, from my trainer. It's kind of endless, and I don't really ever read those things. They go straight to junk. It's good they can see my name and see my face, but it goes straight to junk. Emails, if we're not emailing our clients to stay on top of managing their mortgage for them and offering them lower rates, emails tend to just go to spam anyways because we're just inundated with emails these days. Business cards are great. We all have to have them, but they're just, let's face the reality on business cards as well. And I just cleaned out my office a couple days ago, and I threw out 200 business cards that were just sitting in a drawer. I got the business card, thanked them, and threw it in the drawer thinking I'd need it later, and just never got back to it. So business cards just kind of tend to become garbage over time. And again, those phone calls, if we're not calling to offer something really of value like lower rates and lowering their payment, it just becomes telemarketing. Okay, so phone calls are great. Need to stay engaged with our clients, but if we're not offering something of value, that's a little bit more of a challenge. Then you got to look at the more modern types of marketing over the last 10 years. You have websites. Everybody needs to have one, but everyone does have one. So the stickiness of a website is important, but it's really not that different, unique. I don't know how many people do Facebook fan pages and post on those things every week or every day, but Facebook is for personal stuff. A lot of people don't like to see business stuff on their personal fan page. I do it, but it's not really that efficient. Twitter, I don't know how many people actually use Twitter in their business. I use it. It doesn't really give me a ton of business and doesn't really achieve my objective because really, what am I talking about? A blog, again, another great idea. It's just a billboard in the sand unless people are truly following you. And it's a lot of effort to do a blog, but it's a great strategy. Video blogs, we did that forever as well and didn't get this kind of success that we were hoping to get out of our video blogs. But really, that's not really achieving my objective. My objective in my business is to stay consistent and top of mind to the people that matter most to my business, which is my realtors, my clients, and prospects. That is the success of our business now, and the way it's always been is consistent engagement and being top of mind. So when they need our information and they need to reach out to us, that we're right there in front of them, and we make it easy for people to do business with us. Okay, so what's going to happen as rates continue to go up and the refis come down? We're going to face a unique and interesting reality, okay? Everybody knows this, but let's just really dig into this, is that refinances run out. It's all going to be about purchase business. And everybody has different levels of their business now. They could be 50% purchase, 20% purchase, 90% purchase, which is great. And it's a great foundation. It's going to allow us to continue to not only survive but strive in the business. But here's the biggest challenge. As interest rates go up and people try to survive this business, we're going to be fighting more people to get purchase business. Okay. It doesn't matter what you're doing now. We could be doing business exactly the right way, but we're going to be competing with other loan officers who are trying to work with our realtors and try to work with our clients. This is going to be a lot more of a challenge moving forward. So from a marketing perspective, I had to do something different and unique and set myself apart. And I think all of us in the industry need to do that as well, simply to compete and continue to get the market share we've grown accustomed to. Okay. So again, late last year, going into 2013, I had to make a choice. I had to look at my marketing in a different way and try to think, what is the most efficient way for me to keep my information in front of clients all the time? So when they ever needed me for mortgage questions, for referrals, for anything, that I was always there and always top of mind. So I thought about it. I said, well, what's the one device people use most? Okay. And now more than ever, it's cell phones. Okay. People have their cell phone on them all the time. And statistics say that people check their cell phones up to 150 times in any given day, which I still think is light, but that is the reality of the world we live in today. So let's look at the history of phones. We had back in the late 90s, we had car phones, and they were actually called car phones. That was kind of interesting. Then, phones became a little bit cooler. You had the Zach Morris brick phone, kind of in the 90s, early 90s, moving into early 90s. And phones started getting cool when we had the flip phone came out. Flip phone came out. That was the new greatest thing. And then throughout those 10 to 15 years, the cell phone has evolved to a point where a majority of people, especially in our industry and in our clients, especially realtors, have smartphones. Okay, I don't really know any of my realtors anymore who does not have a smartphone, and a majority of our clients are that way, if not going in that direction very fast. Okay, so the evolution of cell phones have happened, pretty fast over the last 10 years. Which is interesting is actually cell phones, and I believe this, can become addictive. That, it's interesting that what people will give up. Just think about number 4 down here, what people will give up before they give up their cell phone. They say 70% of people will give up alcohol, 63% will give up chocolate, or even sex before they're willing to give up their cell phone. And I ask you this too, from an addiction standpoint, have you ever left your home on your way to work or to an event, left your cell phone at home and literally turned around to go home to get your phone? And I think a lot of people have gone through that experience before, and it's a horrible, horrible feeling not having your phone on you. So that just posed the question, how does it really feel not having your cell phone on you? And in fact, statistics say that the population of the United States, is growing at a certain pace. We're hitting a point here in 2013, 2014. There's actually more cell phones in circulation than population in the United States. I think that's an interesting fact, that cell phones are everywhere. People have, some people even have multiple cell phones they carry with them all the time. So if that's the case, let me ask you this question. And I posed it a little bit earlier. How does leaving your home without your cell phone make you feel? And again, like I talked about earlier, is how many times do you check your cell phone, and how many times have you checked your cell phone just during this quick webinar? Okay. Again, statistics say people check their phones up to 150 times in any given day. Okay. And so if that's the way we act, isn't that the same way, if we feel that way about our cell phones, isn't that the same way that our prospects, our clients, our real estate agents, financial planners, CPAs, pretty much everyone who's a potential client of ours feels that they have their phone with them all the time? Everyone that's crucial to our business has their phone with them at any given moment. So if that's the case, think about this for a second. If that's the case, why are we not marketing our business on the one thing people use most? Think about it for a second. Why are we not marketing our business on the one thing people use most? Okay. So you have what I talked about earlier, is that kind of the old school way of doing marketing, the newsletters and the email drip campaigns and the occasional phone call, whatever. Let's talk about the new way of marketing at the heartbeat of our agents' business and our clients' lives, is a cell phone. Okay. So what Mortgage Mapp is really a tool to allow loan officers to create their own branded app. Okay. It allows you to put yourself on the one thing people use most. So that's what we do, is we create personal branded apps for loan officers. And here's kind of the cool part, is the icon of the app can actually be your face and your name. Okay. So just think about it. If people are on their cell phones 150 times a day, and they open it up and they look at their apps and they go to Facebook and they go to email and they go to Twitter and they go to wherever they go to, they're always going to see your face sitting right there in front of them. Okay. And what's unique, if you look at your phone now, how many apps on your phone are actually of someone's face? Okay. So that just kind of makes it stand out. So that's the first step that we wanted to achieve in this product. And again, for our business personally, is we wanted an app. Okay. Second thing, we want our app to stand out. And so that way, if people needed us, we were right there with them, right there in their lives every single day. It's out in the open as opposed to, kind of that quick sound bite that is, that we're getting out of a postcard or an email or a phone call or whatever. It's right there in front of them all the time. Okay. So we also had to make the app useful. We had to make sure it can work. And in reality, it works for us in the fashion of a business card. So all I do, I never carry business cards with me ever anymore. All I do is have my app on my phone. And that's kind of my business card now. Is anytime anybody asks me for a business card, I always say, hey, do you have your phone on you? Of course they do. They pull out their cell phone and I share my app with them. I show them how to get it on their phone. And boom, within seconds, my app and my face is right there on their phone. So once you get into the app, we got to make it useful and sticky and have it be a value to our realtors and a value to our clients. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is, again, this is what the inside of the app can look like. And it's, again, all branded to you with your picture, name, MLO number, and or NMLS number, logo, whatever. Okay. You hit the contact tab. They can open that tab and they can email you. They can call your office. They can text you, or they can call your cell phone. Whatever you want to put in there, they can contact you via that. So instead of being your name and phone number being kind of lost in the contacts section of someone's phone, now you're front and center. They hit the app, open it up, and call you or text you right from there. Okay. In the more section, they can actually open that up and whatever social media links or website links you want to put in there. That way people can kind of get to know you a little bit more and learn a little bit more about your services, so that you can go on there and put your website, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Yelp if you have Yelp reviews, YouTube channel if you have videos. Pretty much anything that you want can go in that more section, and they can open that up. And if a realtor sends, let's say, a new client a referral, they can get to know you by your different sites before they actually give you a call. And here's the most important feature here is the share feature. Okay. So anytime, like I said, I don't carry business cards. All I do is carry my app on my phone. And when somebody asks for my business card, I open it up. I hit the share button. I say, what's your cell number? I put their cell number in there. It sends them a link. They open up that link, and now it's going to open up send them to open up the app on iPhone or Android, and boom, within seconds, my app or your app can now be on your clients and realtors' phones. So that share feature is really key. And what I always want to do, again, kind of best practices with this, is I want to do it face to face, and I want to teach the people that matter most in my business how to use the app, how to find value out of it, and how to share it with people who need my information. Okay. And then down here, we want some useful tools on here that could be of value to our partners and clients as they're out shopping for a home or anytime in the future. So we have a mortgage calculator on there, which is really convenient, so people can actually hit that, work on numbers if they're in front of a home, and kind of get a general idea of what the payments could be. We have a news feed that funnels in every day that gives people an idea of what's going on in the market. For example, being end of June and interest rates went up almost a full point over the last 2 weeks. Hey, people could understand why by reading some of the articles that are on here that basically are mortgage, real estate, and financial based news. We have interest rates that are nothing specific to you or your company. They're just kind of interest rates at a glance. This is Freddie Mac data, and all we wanted to achieve with this is give people an idea of where the market is and kind of where it's trending to. That they were low, they've been kind of creeping up, gives people an idea. And again, that's very safe information for compliance purposes because it's all coming straight from Freddie Mac. And then we put some video guides on there. So all the stuff that we talk to our clients about every day when it comes to DTI, LTV, FHA versus VA loan programs, it's all there in video guides so people can get a better idea of kind of how the process works when they're getting a mortgage. Here's an interesting quote. I don't know if any of you guys work with building champions at all, but my coach, Steve Scanlon, he's not the most tech-savvy guy in the world. And I shared my app with him back when we first created the company. And he said, yeah, that sounds great. I love it. I'll support you any way I can. Yeah, good luck with that. And then about 2 or 3 months later, he actually sent me an email and said, and this is exactly what the email said. He said, Ryan, your app is still on my phone and I see your face often. Because I suppose that's proof that it works because now I think about you all the time. And that's the whole point of this. Exactly that quote is exact the key to all of our business, and I come back to engagement marketing, the whole key is to be top of mind and right there when our clients, prospects, and realtors need us the most. So I thought it was a really cool quote that he sent me, and it just made sense and it tied everything together. Okay. We've been out about 6 months, launched nationally as of June of 2013, and we're getting a lot of pub in Seattle Times, CBS Money Watch, SiliconValley.com, multiple different places have kind of picked it up and love the technology and love kind of what this tool can do for people like you in the mortgage industry. Some of our clients who are already out there using the product love it. Craig from Colorado says a very handy app that gets people the information they need to know and when they need to know it. George said, I've had the mortgage app before. I had a mortgage app before, and this one is just simply a lot better. There's a couple apps that are out there, but George seems to really like ours a lot better. And then Lisa says, a great app. When people ask how it works, I text it to them, and they go through the features. They always say, that's cool. And that's an interesting one is, that last quote's interesting because every time I share it with real estate agents, every time I share my app with clients and prospects, they all think it's really cool. They think it's a great tool to have, and it's actually easier for them to do business with me. And there's a great quote from the book E-Myth where he talks about the key to business is make it easy for people to do business with us. Make it easy for people to do business with us. And I thought that was great. That's a great line from that book, and that's what this does, is if our app's in front of the people that matter most to us, that we're making it easy for them to do business with us, okay? Along with all the tools that we talked about earlier, we also wanted to have a way to track the people that are using our app because unlike a business card, our information in our app is now able to go viral. Okay, so as you share it with your real estate agents, they share it with their clients. You do a good job for their clients, and they share it with family, friends, coworkers, etc. You're going to start seeing that your app is able to actually go from person to person. Again, a way a business card can't, because a business card goes from one person to the next, and maybe in a drawer somewhere. So what we want to do is track everyone who has our app, and this is probably the piece that we're working on the most. That you're going to see the most changes on is that every time you share your app and somebody downloads the app on their phone, they can register and you can have all their information in front of them, and you won't maybe even know who majority of these people are because they've been referred by a realtor or client. So tracking leads and tracking who has our app on their phone is key, and you're going to see a ton of changes in this over the next 60 to 90 days, so keep an eye out for that as well. We also had to make this extremely easy. Again, I'm not really that tech savvy as well. I'm just a loan officer who's been doing loans forever. So when we created this, we had to make the process of creating their own app for loan officers super simple. So literally, you can go onto the website and in less than 5 minutes, you can have your very own branded app. And really, all you're doing is you're logging in, putting your picture, logo, contact information, social media links, etc., and then you'll have your own app. Put on your phone and be able to share it with people within a couple hours or a couple days, depending on kind of the platform you're using. Okay. So when it comes to real estate, think about this, as they always say, it's all about location, location, location. The most valuable marketing space, okay? If it's all about location, the most valuable marketing space for us in our business is being on someone's cell phone. I've kind of made that clear at the beginning that, we want to have our face right there, okay? So all these apps that are on people's phones, our face could be right there. So every time they open up their phone, they look and they see, oh, there's my loan officer. Then they can reach out to you and send you that next referral or reach out to you with that question. And, again, we may just be forgotten. If we're trapped down here in the contacts, we're kind of forgotten. This brings our information to the top and keeps us right there in front of everybody when they need us most. So let's think about that a second. Let's think about what I talked about at the beginning. When refinance dries up, which there are or will continue to do, and the music stops, kind of that musical, chairs of purchase business, we need to be the loan officer standing out with tools that are unique and different that set us apart. So think about this. Imagine if, and this is somewhat of a newer product since we've only been around for 6 months, is imagine if another loan officer's face was on the phone of your top referral partners. Okay. Do you want some other loan officer on your realtor's phones, some other loan officer on your client's phones. Because as more and more loan officers get this, they're going to be out there sharing it. So the key is getting it out there now, have it be unique and different, and have it be your app and not some other loan officer's app on your clients' and realtors' phones. So that's the key, and that's like the unique time that we have right now, that we are relatively new to the space, that it's your chance to get it out there now. Okay. So yeah, thanks for joining us today. If you guys want any information at all, you can always give me a call personally at 855-TAPIFY. Again, it's 855-TAPIFY. You can also email me at ryan@mortgagemapp.com. It's ryan@mortgagemapp.com. Or of course, you can check us out on the website at mortgagemapp.com, and up on the right-hand side where it says buy now, you can get started. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can get in there, build your own app, try it out for 30 days. If it's just not a good fit, give us a call back and we'll cancel. There's absolutely no contract whatsoever, so you can cancel at any time, and within that first 30 days, we can refund your money and take care of you that way. So again, hope this helps. Hope to gives you a great introduction to our product Mortgage Mapp, and kind of gives you the why and the story of how we got to this point, and how it's a crucial piece to our business now, and very much so moving forward. Thanks, and have a great day.